I'm John Lewis. I work for Bob Accardo at Accurate Arms. We're a small, by appointment only custom firearms shop in California. We do primarily Cerakote. Until this point, we wanted to expand our capabilities by adding the laser ability to, engrave on Cerakote, do laser stippling on pistol frames, etc. My boss actually went to SHOT Show and spoke to your representatives there. He liked the machine, he liked the software, what was presented to him. As soon as he handed me the brochure, I was like, I get to run this thing? That's gonna be great. I also liked that, the training was a big part of it. There are a lot of companies with lasers that don't necessarily offer the same quality of training. I didn't laser any objects until I had watched some of the LaserStar videos. I did do quite a bit before we actually got into the training with Rowan. It was easy to use after following the videos, but I didn't get the depth of what's possible with the system until I got the training with Rowan, which expanded my horizons quite a bit. I look back at some of my files that I created right when I started tinkering, and I'm like, what were you doing? That's only been a month. So the in-person training was huge. The video series was also immensely helpful. I was able to do a number of projects that had zero training but came out perfectly. Rowan was great. I like his setup. He had different preset camera angles so he could go to different parts of the classroom, showing us what he was working on, switching back to his user interface. He was very friendly. He was thoughtful in the things he presented and the way he presented them. He instructed in a way that was easy for me to understand. Plus, I saw the Star Wars things on his desk. I saw a little Luke in a Rancor and stuff, and he was a self-professed nerd, is what he kept calling himself. And I was like, oh, he's gonna dig this lightsaber video. So it was a very friendly environment. It was very informative, and he clearly knows his stuff. The other people in the class, although we were not on camera with each other, we had a chat box and we would help each other out. People would have questions, and if Rowan was busy doing a presentation, wasn't looking at the screen right that moment, sometimes we'd answer each other's questions and he'd see it and say, oh yeah, great, glad to see you guys are helping each other out. And that's absolutely correct. And so it was a very good collaborative learning environment, and I got a lot from it. I would say the capabilities of the software in terms of creating layers and the way those layers interact with each other, the use of intelligent design and the fill algorithm, those are things that were greatly expanded during the training. Rowan did an excellent job explaining that. I've been able to already use those teachings to do pretty intricate designs on revolver cylinders. I did my first one yesterday with some scroll work. Came out beautifully first try. I was very nervous about it, but I had the foundations and it worked well. So operating the software was very intuitive, but learning how to arrange these layers, how to set your parameters, that was the biggest takeaway for me. The software is very intuitive. I mean, all the presets are loaded in there. Honestly, I felt like I didn't want to do it on the first, well, I wanted to do it. My boss kind of slowed me down a little bit, but the first day we had it unpacked, I punched in a couple text objects and I picked a parameter, a preset texture, and I felt like I was good to go. I said, give me something, just stick something under here. I can focus it and I can run it right now. Slow down, John. We want to do the training first. I'm like, no, give me something. I'm ready to go. So it's definitely been a highlight how easy it is to use. I've discovered that I can laser through a layer of Cerakote to reveal different colors underneath. I mean, that just the really fine lines and textures that are possible with that. Yeah, it makes me wonder what I can do with blending colors and creating some really cool designs for customers. We have a rotary attachment, very easy to use, really accurate. Um, I just with a set of calipers and the alignment crosshair, I was able to get perfect 360 full wrap design on that cylinder with no margin of error on either side. It was perfect. You get what you pay for. You could get something cheaper, shipped from China or whatever with little to no documentation. But the LaserStar system was ready to go out of the box. The training was in depth and thorough and really just told me things that I would not have known about without instruction. The quality of the laser is top notch. I mean, I know the lenses themselves, even that you guys get, are beyond compare in terms of quality, and the system's accurate. I never needed to calibrate anything. My focus diodes never went out during shipping or anything like that. It was good to go right out of the box. Very sturdy, high quality construction, excellent software, excellent training. I wouldn't skimp and go for a cheaper option. It's a top-notch laser. I wouldn't want anything else, honestly.